If you are having trouble resolving conflicts, these are just a few questions that you can ask yourself. So if you're having trouble resolving conflicts, or you have a conflict that you need to have resolved, think about this today. What is the problem? So what is the real problem? Is it really what you think it is? But write it on a piece of paper. What is the real problem? What's the problem here? Because oftentimes what we think is the problem is not really the problem. So what is the problem? Two, what is the solution? So we think in problems. That's all we want to talk about is what's the problem, what they did, what this person did, they upset you, they did all these things. But what is the solution? What is your solution for this problem? And I would try to come up with 20 solutions for every problem. What is your solution? So what's the problem, number one? What's the solution, number two? Three is what part did you play in this conflict? What part did you play? What could you have done better? That's number four. What could you have done better? And a lot of times we blame it all on somebody else. We put all the blame on somebody else. But the truth is we've had a part to play. We've done some things that we should not have done, but we don't see it. We're looking at the other person saying, well, they did this, they did this. You know, you wish they would do this. But think about, what part did you play? What did you do that you should not have done? Or what could you have done? What can you do better next time? What can you do better next time? Think about it. What can you do better next time? The next thing is probably the most important, is try to see it from the other person's point of view. Try to see it from the other person's point of view. I know we get it. We all want to be right 100% of the time, but that's just not the truth. So when you try to step away and say, okay, if I was this person and this happened to me, this is how I would feel. It changes the dynamic of the relationship. It changes the dynamic of how you feel. You see things totally different. So look at it from the other person's point of view. Do you still feel the same way? Do you still feel like that you were right and they were wrong? But try to see it from their point of view. How do you feel? So what are your emotions in regards to this situation? Do you feel high stress? Are you angry? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you frustrated? Are you overwhelmed? What do you feel? It's very important to put a label on how you feel. So how do you feel? What will be your range of emotions? Do you feel, discouraged? Do you feel, how do you feel? In resolving this, think about what boundaries need to be set. Are there boundaries that need to be set? Because a lot of problems that we have and a lot of conflicts that we have is because there were no boundaries set. There were not any boundaries in place. So what boundaries do you need to set to change this? Is it, I don't answer email on the weekend? Is it don't talk to me that way? Is it don't use profanity around me? I don't want to hear the dirty jokes? What is it? Look at what really happened on both sides. What really happened on both sides and what could be done differently. And so we have to start thinking things out when we're in conflict with somebody else. We can't just walk away from the relationship and talk about the other person without really giving them the benefit of the doubt and really seeing the situation from their point of view, looking for solutions, what solutions could be had. And then I always think it's important to learn about what lessons could be learned. This conflict has happened or confrontation, what lessons could be learned? Because we all can learn from what has happened to us. And so for next time, we know better, we can do better. And so just if you walk away from the conflict, then you lose the ability to figure out what happened and how it could be done differently and better next time. So think about that today. What could be done differently? What lessons did you learn? And then really try to see it from the other person's point of view. And then this will help you to resolve your conflicts in a better and a more meaningful way.